So here's a question. Kevin bought a new case for his phone. It cost him £12 and that was 30% of his actual money. How much money did Kevin have? And you should understand from that, that is before he bought his phone. So what do we know here? Well, it's a standard percentage question again. So we're going to use our standard formula, PISA. Okay, so what do we know here? Well, we know our percentage share because that is 30%. We also know what the part was. The percentage, 30%, was equivalent to £12. So what we're trying to find out is what all of the money was. So we start with writing our formula. We're trying to work out A, all of the money. We use our triangle to work that out. We can see that it's the part that he paid divided by the percentage share. And the important thing with this formula when we're using this calculation, the percentage share has to be in decimal or fraction form. Because 30% means 30 hundredths, and we have to actually use it in there. So here's our formula. Now we just put in the numbers. We know that he paid £12 and that was 30 100ths, which is 30 100ths is the same as 0.3. 2 zeros, move the decimal point 2 places back, 1, 2, we get 0.3. We now have a decimal number in our denominator. You can never divide with a decimal number if you don't have a calculator, and we don't need a calculator for this question. So what can we do? We can actually expand this by multiplying both the numerator by 10 and the denominator by 10. Why do we do that? Well, multiplying by 10 and at the same time dividing by 10. So 10 divided by 10 is just going to give us 1. We're not going to change the answer to our question, but we're just going to make it easier to calculate. 12 times 10 is 120. 0.3 times 10 is 3. So we get £120 divided by 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 0 divided by 3 is 0. So we get £40. Let's just check that what we've done is correct with the calculator. What do I mean when I'm saying 12 divided by 0.3? Well, if we take 12 divided by 0.3, we get 40. And if we expand this by multiplying by 10 and dividing by 10 at the same time, we get an easier number, because we don't need to know on 0.3 times tables. We can use our 3 times tables, divided by 3, and we also get 40. So we're not changing our answer here, we're just making the maths a little bit easier to work out. So Kevin had, so we answer the question. There are different ways to calculate that, and some of them might be easier. I'll also show you another way instead of using the formula. We also know that we could work it like this, that 30%, 30 hundredths, or 30% is equivalent to £12. So we could actually work out, well, what's 10% then? Well, if we divide 30% by 3, we get 10%. So 10% must be equivalent to, if we divide the left-hand side here by 3, we must divide the right-hand side here by 3. 12 divided by 3 is £4. So now we know that 10% is equivalent to £4. To go from 10% to 100, we multiply by 10. We then get that 100%, if we multiply the left-hand side by 10, we must do the same to the right-hand side. And we get £4 by 10 is £40. So this is also a way of calculating with percentages. A third way is actually to think of doing it as a block method. Let's see if we can actually divide this block into 10 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we've got 10 pieces. And what do we know about these pieces? Well, we do know that 3 of those pieces, that means we've got 100% here. So this is 100%. And 30% was equivalent to £12. So if we were to look at it like this, well, if it's £12 for 3 of these blocks, it must be £4 for each of these blocks. £4, £4, £4. If we were to have 10 of these blocks, then we would see that it was £4 times 10 equals the whole, which would be £40. So we can also work this out using the block method. I think that the formulas are quite good because you can use those in any way that you want. When you're trying to find out all of the money, you cover over that A with your finger and you can see that it's the part divided by the percentage share. If you're working out the part, you can work it out by taking the percentage share multiplied by everything. But also these this method can work quite well in a lot of these cases, and even the block method, but it takes a little bit of practice writing up the blocks. But good luck with those type of questions.